Reflective of proprietor Mrs. Steeple's taste, this tea shop is awash in the colors pink and frills. A cheery, tinkly bell chimes whenever a customer enters.
Revelio.
Anything up top? Okay, now what? Okay, I'm not gonna bother trying to look for this last page or find these statues. I'm just gonna do another side quest. Because otherwise I'm literally just walking in circles. Because again, it's a flying page apparently. But I don't know which one I haven't gotten, so I'm literally running around this village trying to find a flying page. So for now, let's go see Poppy. I will get this page eventually, I just... Ugh. And I still gotta find those statues as well. And then, of course, there's all the stuff still left in Hogwarts. Okay, let's go see Poppy.
It's you! Oh, I can't thank you enough for rescuing my dear Isco. He often speaks of the bravery you showed. You have my undying gratitude.
Hello, Mrs. Rabe. How is Mr. Rabe doing?
He's resting at the moment, but seems to be in good spirits.
He's lucky I found him in time.
We both are. If I'd known what you were planning, well, let's just say I'm desperately glad you're all right. Rookwood's criminals aren't to be trifled with. Promise me you'll stay safe. Your bravery is to be admired, but taking unnecessary risks, well...
Don't worry, Mrs. Rabe. I can take care of myself.
Yes, I believe you can. Thank you again, for everything.
That's a nice painting.
Wonder if I'm safe to explore in there.
Probably. And those birds just disappeared. Hey, Poppy.
Revelio.
You made it. At least we're out of the classroom.
I take it this means you had some luck at the library?
It took a few hours and some eye-watering maps, but I think this might be the cave Doran told us about.
Impressive. Especially with how little information he gave us.
Well, I'm still not sure this is the cave, but it did seem the most promising. I stumbled across some folklore about a cave in the area that people avoid. Seemed the perfect place to hide something of value. It's a bit of a leap, I confess, but might a mysterious item such as a special moonstone be hidden in an equally mysterious cave? I think I'm desperate for anything at this point.
Did you discover why people avoid this cave?
Ridiculous, really. Rumor was that the cave drove people mad. I couldn't find any account by someone who had been in the cave, though. So either it is a rumor, or anyone who went in wasn't in any state to speak of it afterwards.
Well, we're here. We might as well have a look.
Agreed. I wonder if you'd go blind from staring directly at a moonstone.
Now let's find these two chests. Discover all cairn dungeons.
Revelio. Accio. You don't think the rumors about the cave are true, do you?
I suppose we'll find out, won't we?
Confringo.
It's
Revelio.
another aggressive one!
Oh, hello.
Confringo. Defender. Levioso.
Dang it, I missed.
What is going on with them?
Death love. Cabbage.
Repulso. Revelio.
The question is this where I'm supposed to be going? Fwooper.
Foipers!
I beg your pardon?
This must be how the rumor about the cave started. The Fwooper's song is said to drive anyone who hears it mad.
Let's check back here.
Confringo. Revelio. Confringo. Revelio. Levioso. Confringo! Lumos.
Bring this over here.
Repulsor.
Okay. There we go.
Revelio.
This is not one of them. Let's check back here.
Revelio.
Nothing. Okay. Nothing over here. To the Fwooper.
Revelio.
There's a chest.
Accio. Revelio.
If the Moonstone is here and so are Fwoopers,
Accio.
I wonder if it's being protected.
Whatever you say, Poppy.
Revelio. Accio.
Oh, wait.
Why am I not surprised? First the Fwoopers and now this.
Lumos.
We need to find moths for those spinners.
Yeah. Give me a sec.
Accio.
There we go. Ruins.
Accio. Lumos.
Perhaps the runes on the walls have something to do with finding the moths.
Poppy, I know what to do.
Reparo. Accio.
Money.
Repulsor.
Another obstacle. No matter. I'm
Revelio.
sure we can work out a way across.
Accio.
I'm gonna collect stuff first.
Revelio.
Where? Can I take these? Yes, I can.
Lumos.
Lumos!
Capulso.
Merlin, it's beautiful.
Lumos.
What do I need? You. Oh, I see. I see. Come here, you.
Lumos.
You did it! I was hoping we wouldn't have to do this again.
Confringo. Defendo. Levioso.
Wrong one. Wrong.
Confringo. Defendo. Confringo.
Oh, jeez.
Revelio.
Thanks, Poppy.
Look, where the water's bubbling. How odd.
Should we take a closer look?
You read my mind.
Give me a sec.
Revelio.
This is pretty.
Merlin, it's even more beautiful close up. It's got to be here. I just know it.
Confringo. Revelio.
Given what swoopers are known to do, I never thought I'd be so happy to see this many of them.
I don't know. I've been listening to them for a while now, and I'm starting to lose my mind.
Very funny. I was just thinking how it's proof that
Revelio.
we just haven't been here, assuming this is where the Moonstone is. Which means we're one step ahead of them. We found it! Oh, it's like staring directly at the moon. Well, we found what we came for. Now we just need to bring it to the henge.
Yeah, but I have like one more chest to find.
Revelio. Revelio. Well done, Poppy. This did end up being the right cave after all.
A good thing, too. We need every advantage over the poachers if we're to get to the snitchets first. We should do as Doran suggested and bring the Moonstone to the henge.
I think I'd like to look around a bit first.
I suppose we could spare a moment. Very well. We should leave soon. The longer we stay, the more I want to Fuipa.
I don't know if that's really a good thing.
Revelio.
Oh wait, that was just...
Revelio. Confringo.
So this is apparently a route right here.
Revelio.
There's a path somewhere? This is just the way back.
Revelio. Confringo.
This is just a dead end. Whoopers.
Revelio. Confringo. Revelio.
How do I get down there?
Confringo. Revelio.
What the heck? Here we go.
Expelliarmus! Confringo! Revelio!
Here we go. Here we go. This is it.
Confringo! Defendo! Confringo!
There we go. There's the chest. Short stairs. Okay, Poppy, now we can leave.
Accio!
Ta-da! Okay, let's get out of here. Just imagine having to swim in these heavy robes. That'd be a workout.
From the outside, you'd never guess this place even existed in here.
I have a feeling that was the idea. Are you finished exploring?
I believe I am.
Good. If we leave for the henge now, we should make it by nightfall. We still have the poachers to contend with. That's the henge, precisely where Doran said it would be. But now that we're here, I'm not entirely sure how to feel. We knew we were at the cave for the Moonstone, but Doran didn't tell us what to expect when we placed the stone in the henge.
I don't think Doran would knowingly send us into danger.
You're right. I suppose I'm worrying over nothing. Let's make our way down. We're nearly at the end of this. I think that's it over there.
Oh, I can't look at the map.
Oh, how's your gran doing, by the way?
Nothing keeps Gran down. She set up a caterwauling charm and threatened to make a coat out of the next poacher that set foot on her doorstep. I still feel terrible that I'm the reason they went there.
Surely she'll be pleased you've gone after the snitchets.
I hope so. Gran understands how important it is to protect those who need it.
Yeah, don't mess with grandparents. I mean, Neville's grandma is definite reason. Remember, in the books, she sent a Death Eater. She, like, severely beat a Death Eater by herself.
I think we can safely say we know where the Moonstone goes.
Whoa!
Oh. That was a mooncalf dance. Do you know how rare it is to see even one? They only ever happen under a full moon. Though I suppose the Moonstone allowed it to happen now.
Is the pattern they left behind on the ground normal?
All part of the dance. No one pattern is ever the same, though. We'll need to draw this one to get a better sense of it. Can't wait to tell Gran that I've managed to see not one, but 2 mooncalf dances. She'll be jealous.
You've seen this before?
It was pure luck the first time. I was on Highwing, or I'd never have spotted it. It was the night Well, the night I met Highwing, actually,
I'd love to hear about how you and Highwing met.
I'd actually like you to know. About 5 years ago, Highwing had been captured by poachers. At first, they planned to sell her, but soon decided they wanted to kill her instead. More money, I suppose. I'd finally had enough. I freed Highwing and we ran. We'd flown for ages when I spotted mooncalves dancing below and we landed to watch them. It felt like an omen. A good one. A sign that the worst was over.
What do you mean you'd had enough and the worst was over?
You see, the night I freed Highwing was also the night I ran away from home. A poacher camp. I come from a family of poachers.
Merlin? I don't know what to say, Poppy. I can't imagine what that must have been like for you.
I never fitted in, but the older I got, the more apparent it became. Gran tried for years to convince my parents to let me live with her. Suffice it to say, when I left with Highwing, I flew straight for her house.
How brave. I'm glad you escaped.
So am I. There were so many creatures I was unable to help when I was younger. Now that's all I want to do.
From everything I've seen, you're doing precisely that.
I've had a bit of help. I've never told anyone any of this, but I'm glad that you know. It's nice to have someone to talk about it with.
What was it like growing up in a family of poachers?
The thing I remember most was how much we moved around, always chasing the next big kill. It was chaotic and dangerous and nowhere a child should ever grow up.
Do your parents know about the things you do now? Saving that dragon from the fighting ring, for instance.
We don't speak, or rather, they don't speak to me. Last I heard, they were in Borneo trying to make their fortunes there, acromantulas. However, I wouldn't be surprised if word has got back to them. Some days a part of me hopes that it has. Now that I'm older, I wish I could talk to them, get them to see sense. But sadly, I suspect that wouldn't do any good.
Didn't we come across a poacher note about acromantulas in Borneo or something? I think when we were getting the returning the dragon egg, I think.
We were around so many poachers in the tent. Were you not worried about being recognized?
Poachers are nomadic, and most of the ones in the area aren't any I'd grown up with. That said, I suspect someone must have recognized me. That's how they got to Gran.
I'm glad you told me.
We should get back to Doran. He'll need to see the symbol, and we've got poachers to beat. If you collect the Moonstone, I can make a quick drawing of the symbol for Doran.
Are you finished with the drawing?
Just barely. I think the pattern's a bird. At least that's what it looks like.
Didn't the journal say the key to finding the snitchets lies in the moonlight?
Of course. That's it. We need to show this to Doran. Not that I'd know where to find him at this hour. Perhaps we should head back to the castle and we can track him down after a good night's sleep.
Agreed. I'm ready to leave if you are.
See you later, Poppy. It's all done. Missing one chest in here. Melda's down south. The map is down south. Talk to Ominous at the catacomb. Or go to the map chamber. It's just a flying page I need to find. What do I still need for combat? Famous foes and trolls. That stuff still. Field guide. Last 4 in the Highlands. Might as well stop at the map chamber, I guess.
don't know why you don't just get a snitch from inside.
Because I told you, I can transfigure one. I've seen her do it, it's true. Soon get us a snitch. Non-verbal spells are very difficult.
And risky. You could never do one.
Arresto momentum. Accio.
I didn't do anything, madam.
Nobody is getting punished. Bar perhaps a little cleanup of the ground. But if this happens again, it'll be a most gruesome detention.
Yes, Madam Kagawa.
Marvelous dedication to the sport.
I told you she was good, didn't I? You should see her with a cookpot.
Huh. To the map chamber. Do 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 do. Hey, Friar.
Revelio.
Oh, Professor Binns.
Professor, could you spare a moment?
How may I help you?
I'm interested in the Goblin rebellions of the past.
Ah, certainly. Their history is part of our history. In fact, you can trace most Goblin rebellions to wizard intervention. More specifically, the laws governing wands and who may legally possess them. The Goblin Rebellion of 1612, for example, arose from Goblin frustration over lack of representation on the Wizengamot. It became a terrible, blood-soaked affair. Take heart, though. Our current peace and prosperity shows that violence can be transitory.
But Hogsmeade was just attacked, Professor.
If I'm not mistaken, and I rarely am, one of the 18th century's rebellions was led by Urg the Unclean. He had been dunked in a pond publicly by a group of young wizards, if you can imagine that. Another rebellion in 1752. The rebellion was so badly mishandled that Minister for Magic Albert Boot was forced to resign. That being said, his replacement, one Basil Flack, lasted mere weeks. Best sort of vindication, if you ask my opinion.
Please go on.
2 months into Flack's tenure, bad went to worse when the werewolves allied with the goblins. Quite smartly, Flack resigned rather than deal with their combined forces. Minister Flack was succeeded by one Hephaestus Gore, who quickly quashed the Jewel uprisings with his signature brutality. It is worth noting that many historians believe this punitive response led to even more werewolf conflict. You have noted all of this, have you not?
Oh, yes, Professor. Please continue.
Continue? I take it your thirst for knowledge has yet to be quenched.
If you would be so kind, Professor Binns.
I rarely find an audience, captive or otherwise, eager to engage in such historical minutiae.
I find your lectures quite engaging, sir. Thank you for sharing your vast knowledge.
My sincere pleasure. Now, I do believe I should be preparing for my next class. Good day to you.
Revelio. Revelio.
Anyway. How do I get in there? Hang on. Great, another one of these. I'll save you for later. To the map chamber.
Fine now, Demi.
Aloha, Mora.
Revelio.
There we go. Important Muggle artifact. This misunderstood artifact is supposedly important to Muggle warfare, though most of wizard kind find the prospect of wielding such a hefty weapon utterly head-scratching.
Revelio.
Nothing in here. Down we go.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented it.
I hope Professor Fig got my owl. I need to tell him and the Keepers that Ranrock knows where the last repository is.
According to the owl I received, Ranrock is moving more quickly than we could have anticipated.
This is grave news indeed. We had hoped for more time to discuss the best path forward.
Let us hear what the student has to say.
Professor, you received my owl. Ranrock has the last of Bragbor's journals. He killed Lodgok to get it. He knows where the last repository is.
Godric's heart.
Lodgok and Ranrock were brothers. Lodgok was bringing the journal to me.
Ranrock is a monster. We need to know where the final repository is.
Surely this changes things. Ranrock has Bragbor's journals and knows where the final repository is.
We obliviated Bragbor. He kept journals? Why would he have documented all of this? He didn't know what we were containing.
Isadora told Bragbor about the magic when she asked him to build a container for her. I've seen her memories.
Isadora left memories for someone to find? You know what she did?
Her memories showed what she did for her father, which I also saw in Professor Rookwood's pensive. And a conversation with Bragbor in which she expressed frustration about the limits being placed on her use of ancient magic.
Based upon the memories they have seen, I believe our young friend is well aware of the grave circumstances in which we find ourselves. The next trial will involve an exceptional level of magical skill and a nuanced ability to interact with beasts. Find a face of stone and tendrils. I should advise you that you must engage with any beast that is part of the trial on your own. Professor Bakar will meet you in his pensive room.
An exceptional level of magical skill? Nuanced ability to interact with beasts? I suppose we should begin our search for a face of stone and tendrils, whatever that may be.
Very well.
Professor Weasley has been keeping an eye on me. Perhaps we should meet there, so she has no reason to raise concerns with Professor Black. I shall see you near the coast. Perhaps then you can tell me a little more about the memories of Isadora that you witnessed.
And where exactly is this pensive chamber? Down here in the next region. Well, in that case... I say we go deal with Sebastian next. Looks like this might be the final bid for his quest line. So, let's head over there to Feldcroft.